The US reality show that is Shark Tank has been so popular that there's numerous spin-offs across the globe. For those that pitch their next big business idea to the wealthy investors, the odds are in their favor. After all, over half of the televised pitches successfully receive an offer. Yet which products and companies have done the best since receiving that vital cash injection? Well, that's what we're going to examine today. We'll see the most successful companies that have raked in millions since their TV appearances and explore how they gained those riches. So let's get started. Appearing on the show in September 2014, the sock company Bombas claimed their product was the best and most comfortable in the industry. 1 year prior, the founders Randy Goldberg and David Heath discovered that socks were the most requested item at homeless shelters. They wanted to change that. But not any sock will do, only the best. For every pair bought by the public, Bombas would donate a pair of socks to a shelter. Today, after branching out into other clothing as well, the company has donated over 40 million items to 3,500 organizations. On that fateful 2014 day, Damon John believed in their socks and their goal. For a 17% stake, he invested $200,000. Bombas also raised $1 million in 2014 from crowdfunding, family, and friends. Only 2 months after their appearance, Goldberg and Heath sold out of their $12 socks and made $1.2 million along the way. For 2018, Bombas ended up bringing in $102 million in revenue. To date, they've made around $225 million in sales. During November 2015, we saw the national birth of the Simply Fit board. This workout tool was designed to focus on exercising people's cores by having the user twist whilst balancing on it. The board was created by the mother-daughter team of Gloria Hoffman and Linda Clark. After witnessing it in action, Lori Grainer, who incidentally is involved in a lot of these top sellers, decided to invest $125,000 for a 20% stake. Prior to appearing on the show, the family team had achieved $575,000 in sales during their workout tool's lifetime. In just 24 hours after the episode aired, Simply Fit boards brought in a stunning $1.25 million. Shortly after, they appeared on the home shopping network QVC. In 6 minutes, the boards were sold out. By the end of 2016, Hoffman and Clark announced they had racked in $9 million in sales. In the same year, the product was popping up in retail stores across the US. 4 years after Grainer jumped on board, pun definitely intended, the company had made $160 million in sales worldwide so far. During 2012, Aaron Krause appeared in front of the Sharks with his product, Scrub Daddy. This polymer sponge was able to change texture. It becomes soft when in warm water and hard in cold water. The smiley face design was created to help clean utensils in the mouth, while the eye holes are for fingers. Prior to this, Krause had a company that created sponges and scouring pads specifically for the motor industry. When the company was purchased by the conglomerate 3M in 2008, they considered the unique pads to be worthless. So they stayed in Krause's possession. Years later, he discovered their multi-use when cleaning garden furniture. So Krause took the Scrub Daddy to the TV show. In the end, Lori Grainer bought a 25% stake for the price of $200,000. The next day, the product was showcased on QVC. In the space of 7 minutes, the product was sold out. By the end of 2015, the Scrub Daddy brand had made sales accounting to $50 million. Now, it's made over $209 million. It's now become a tradition to see who can wear the ugliest Christmas sweater during the holiday. And in part, we can probably thank Tipsy Elves for that. Appearing in an episode in December 2013, the founders of this company, Evan Mendelsohn and Nick Morton, who left their jobs as a lawyer and a dentist respectively for this company, caught the eye of Robert Herjavec in particular. He parted with $100,000 for a 10% stake. During 2019, Herjavec stated that this was his best investment from the show. Since the creation in 2011 up to their appearance on the show, Tipsy Elves had managed to make over $1 million from online sales alone. Yet by 2013, they wanted to move into shops as well, hence the required financing. During 2015, the company exceeded $10 million in sales. By 2018, the fashion company had branched out into other items, such as Hawaiian shirts. Tipsy Elves ended up selling 2 million products and brought in $70 million in sales that year. Today, they've made upwards of $125 million. As it turns out, we could all do with a bit of help in the bathroom. So along came the Squatty Potty. The footstool helps to promote proper posture whilst using the toilet. During 2010, Judy Edwards had been having some problems in that department. A consultant suggested squatting, so Judy, her husband Bill, and their son Bobby all got together to create the feet-lifting device. After their website went live in 2011, by the end of the year, they made over $1 million from their original $25 stool. The following year, their sales hit $2.7 million. Appearing in the November 2014 episode of Shark Tank, the Edwards ended up receiving $350,000 from Lori Grainer for 10% of their company. In the space of 24 hours after airing, Squatty Potty sold $1 million of products. Within 3 weeks, they made a further $3 million. Then, after a video of their product being used by a unicorn went viral, Squatty Potty made $15 million that year. Since then, the firm has made a total of more than $164 million in sales so far. What's better than a fluffy blanket? How about one you can wear as a hoodie? During December 2017, brothers Brian and Michael Speciale pitched their product, the Original Comfy. The hybrid clothing grabbed the interest of Barbara Corcoran. She ended up parting with $50,000 for 30% of the company. The brothers had only formed the company a few months prior with a $50,000 loan from their parents. In their first full year as a company, during 2018, the Original Comfy brought in a startling $20 million. The following year of 2019, sales reached $50 million. So far, the company has brought in a whopping $150 million, and the brothers have the ambition to become a $250 to $500 million company in the next 5 years. Since their founding, the Original Comfy has donated around 55,000 items to good causes. On top of this, they're also sponsoring pro golfer Haley Moore. The 22-year-old created the Haley Moore Foundation, an anti-bullying nonprofit group, after her experiences as a child. Looking to provide top-of-the-range, eco-friendly farm-to-table flower deliveries, John Tabis and Juan Pablo Montefar set up the Books during 2012. In May 2014, the company took their product into the Shark Tank's den. They were looking for $258,000 for a 3% stake. At the time, the Book stated they were bringing in $2 million per year from online sales. Yet after their pitch, there was no takers from the Sharks. Fast forward a couple years later, Robert Herjavec was shopping around for flowers for his wedding to Kim Johnson. So he got in touch with the Book to see why flowers are often expensive. After having the flower business explained to him by the Book, Herjavec jumped in as an investor. At the time, the Book received a collective $24 million from various sources. By 2020, the company had received funding totaling $74 million. During Valentine's Day in 2017, the Book made $1 million in sales on a single day. As such, they've made at least an estimated $100 million in sales so far. Final fact finish. One of the biggest pitches that didn't receive a Shark Tank investment is the doorbell creator's Ring. Formerly known as Doorbot, founder Jamie Siminoff appeared on the show during 2013. Only Kevin O'Leary made an offer that was rejected. During 2018, the company was purchased by Amazon for between $1.2 to $1.8 billion. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.